get to save Eminem till 10 now.
Welcome to the Playlist Challenge, the show where players alternate song picks in a snake-style draft to create their best playlist.
All right, so we're into the years where I don't know a ton of songs anymore. You know, after a certain point, you just kind of start listening to current music. So as we approach this and beyond, my pool of songs goes way down. So we'll see how I do in the more modern, even though this is 25 years ago.
Yeah, total flip-flop for me that we're getting into the era where I know music. So it'll be a lot of fun.
So we did the coin flip off screen and you won.
Yes, I did.
This is one I really wanted to win because I think we both are targeting what we like here, and I think the first song picked is going to be something I would have targeted for. So
absolutely. Yes, so I
just get it over with.
Yeah, so this is my favorite year of all time, 2000. It's the greatest year, the best year to be born. And I really wanted the first pick because I wanted to start it off strong with my favorite band of all time, and I'm going to select In the End by Linkin Park.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, as I said. Yeah. I knew you would be picking Linkin Park to start things off, and this is, I have to admit, even though it's on your list, it's the song to pick. Although it does leave me free to pick from a bunch of other Linkin Park songs at the end of my list. So
absolutely, and I knew you could pick from that, but like I said, it's my favorite band, and I love this song. I listened to this so much growing up into this day, and so I needed it to be the first song on my list, and I'm very happy.
All right, so now I've got two picks. I'm going to go with at least a couple songs that I think might be on your radar. The first one is Kryptonite by Three Doors Down.
Yeah, that was definitely in my top 10 for sure.
Yeah, and certainly one of the great songs of that time frame, I think. And then with my second pick, I'm going to go with Last Resort by Papa Roach.
Oh, yeah.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
Yeah, those are definitely two songs that were both in my top 10.
This is kind of the end of when things were more harder rocking, right? You get into this era and you start to see different kinds of music, and the first couple songs I picked are still more traditional rocking songs, so we'll see where we go from there.
For my second pick, I'm gonna pick a song that it is one of my favorite songs of all time, and that's Yellow by Coldplay.
Look how they shine for you.
I know that Coldplay gets a lot of flack sometimes, but I'm a big Coldplay fan, especially their early 2000s stuff. And this is my favorite song by them, and it's in my top 10 favorite songs of all time. So I just wanted to take it early. So for my next pick, I think this could be one that you could know and target at some point, and that's Beautiful Day by U2.
Yeah, of course I know it. And,
yeah.
And it was definitely one of the songs I would have picked. So.
Yeah, this was a song, weirdly, that I really liked as a baby. I say weirdly, I was like, because I was born in 2000, and so I would like dance to this when I was like 1 year old. I always really liked this song, and it's just kind of a feel-good, upbeat, happy song.
All right, so I am not going to go with a feel-good song, surprisingly.
Oh, wow.
But I am going to go with something that I know that you know. It's Down with the Sickness. Probably not a lot of Disturbed on my overall list, but certainly this song.
That's a great song.
It's very iconic, I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I would say it has one of the most iconic yells in music. Yeah, I can't do it. Don't put that in.
I'm not going to try to.
But it definitely has one of the more iconic ad-lib yells in a song. It's a great song, absolutely.
All right, and then from there, I'm going to mix it up a little bit as far as you know, most of my lists are probably very rock heavy.
As are mine.
Yeah, so this is a slight departure, but Stan by Eminem.
Dear Slim, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling.
Yeah, also definitely on my list. We love Eminem here. Great song, absolutely. So for my fourth pick, I don't know if I'd normally take this as the fourth song of the year, but I do think it's one that you know and that you might enjoy. So I'm going to take It Wasn't Me by Shaggy.
Saw the marks on my shoulder.
Wasn't me.
Heard the words that I told her.
Wasn't me.
This is my go-to karaoke song, actually. So
That actually was going to be my next pick.
Yeah.
I figured it would be on your list, yes.
yeah, this is what I know. Like I said, we've referenced this song together a lot. We both have a lot of fun with it, and as I said, it is my karaoke song. So
That
I
I
thought
didn't
that
know. I'd like to hear
it
that.
should be on my list. Oh, it's terrible. You don't want to hear it. I'm not a good singer, which is why I picked
Do you
the
do
song
both
like
parts?
this. Absolutely, I do both parts. But yeah, I pick it because I'm not a good singer. But yeah,
Don't let her kid you. She's a very good singer.
I'm just not sure what to take right now, so I'm going to take it here because it's a song I really, really enjoy. And again, it's not rock. Like, my last pick wasn't rock either. We talked about how we normally pick rock. This is another non-rock song that I'm going to select, and that's Miss Jackson by Outkast. Yeah, I'm a big Outkast fan. And I think this is the best song this year from them. So Fresh So Clean is also great too. But I just really wanted Miss Jackson on my list. I didn't know if you'd target it, but I figured 5 is a good, solid place for me.
No, I would have missed out on it because, like I said, I think I had it misfiled in a different year. So,
Oh, man.
yeah, I guess you could have waited. So it's on to my 5th pick now, and go for a more slower song, but still rock. It's "Follow Me" by Uncle Kracker.
Oh, yeah.
You won't find nobody else like me.
I actually love Uncle Kracker.
Yeah, so I've got another song here to pick, right? My 6th pick, and I'm gonna go with "Hemorrhage" by Fuel.
Oh.
Actually, a song at that time, I don't think I listened to that much, but over the years, it really kind of grew on me, and I really enjoy it when I hear it now. So,
Yeah, that's a song I like too. Fun fact, actually, I did in high school project on hemorrhagic fever, and I set the project to hemorrhage.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I could play it over the PowerPoint, and my teacher gave me bonus points on the assignment for having a good song choice. So yeah,
all right.
fond memories of the song. Yeah, so for my 6th pick, I'm going to take Everything in Its Right Place by Radiohead.
Okay.
There are 2 colors in my head.
I don't know if you'd be targeting this one. I don't know if you're even a big Radiohead fan.
No, not really. Yeah, it's not something I was going to pick.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, it's a little more of like a slower rock, if you can call that's how I would describe it here. And so is the next song I'm actually going to take. Again, I don't know if this would be one that you would target or no, but it's Change in the House of Flies by Deftones. This is my favorite song by this band. Big fan. But it's like Everything in Its Right Place, where they're more like, I guess, kind of slower, depressing rock as opposed to like upbeat.
So
I guess I like slow, depressing rock mainly.
So you get a lot of that as you move into the 2000s, right?
Yes,
I mean,
which the 90s.
The 90s had some of it, but yeah, you start to get a lot of,
emo.
You've gotten out of the grunge, you've gotten out of the Britpop movement, and you're into this era that it's a little different.
The era of emo. That's what I call it.
So we're on to my 7th pick, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to go with a band that I know you like.
Awesome.
But I don't think that this song would be on your list, probably.
All right.
It's Rage Against the Machine, Renegades of Funk.
Ah.
So a remake from I don't know when the original was, but sometime in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly, but it's definitely changed the tone of that original and did something a little different with it. And it's like most Rage Against the Machine songs, right? Very powerful at times.
I am a big Rage Against the Machine fan, so that is kind of a gut punch because I didn't have it. I thought it was a 1, but I just double checked and you are correct.
Excellent.
So
I'm going to avoid the challenge flag.
yeah, that's a good pull. That is definitely
Okay, and I got one more, right?
Yes.
Very popular song at the time. It's My Life, Bon Jovi.
Ah.
It's my life, it's now or never.
So it sounds very Bon Jovi-ish,
Yes,
right?
very.
Even compare this to the songs that came out in the 80s, it still sounds a lot like that. So yeah, it's very popular at the time too, and very different in that it was still more of a regular kind of rock song.
Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah. They also covered it on Glee.
I did not know that.
Yeah, another shout out to Glee. So for my 8th pick, I don't think you have this one on your list. I don't know if you have the next two on your list, but there's only one song by this artist that I do think you would have on your list for sure, and it's not this year, it's a couple years from now. But I want a woman on my list, and I want, I guess, some pop representation for the 2000s. So I'm gonna go with "Oops, I Did It Again" by Britney Spears.
Oh, baby, baby, oops, I did it again.
Classic Britney.
Yeah, it's a classic Britney song. It's just fun.
Yeah, I mean, you might be surprised it's not on my list.
I'm totally not.
But actually, I do enjoy the song.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of different versions of that song, and for people doing it like in a harder rock version or a choir version or whatever, and it sounds good in all those different versions. So
yeah.
That says something about the song.
Yeah, it's a versatile song, and the early Britney Spears was awesome. I have so much nostalgia, so much fun with 2000s Britney. So yeah, I definitely wanted that to be on my list. All right, and then for my 9th pick, I debated for this artist between two different songs. Again, you know them both, but I don't know if you would have either on your list. I would say that the other one is maybe the more popular one slightly, but I like this one a little bit better. So I'm gonna go with "Ride With Me" by Nelly.
If you wanna go and take a ride with me, we three willing in the fall with the goldies.
Sure, absolutely. I know that song.
Yeah. Again, I didn't know if that'd be one that you would target right at the end now anyway.
Right.
But I have a lot of fond memories of Nelly and a lot of fond memories of this song and its other country grammar.
Yeah, it's certainly a fun song.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
It wasn't on my list, but I can see why you picked it. Are we down to my final 2 picks?
Yeah, your final 2?
So one of them has to be me picking up a Linkin Park song.
Absolutely.
The question is, what do I do with the other one? And I am going to actually go with "American Badass" by Kid Rock.
They call me cowboy, I'm a singer with black, so throw a finger in the air, let me see.
Now,
Interesting.
I wouldn't expect you to ever pick any Kid Rock, and
No, it's not ball with a ball.
but I like it.
Yeah, I mean, he's got some.
He's got a lot of
some bangers.
He's got a lot of songs that are actually actually fun to listen to. So and again, it has that sound that's different from a lot of what was out there at the time. So for my final pick, I will be picking a secondary Linkin Park song, and it came down to 2 of them, and I'm gonna go with "One Step Closer." Really, any of the Linkin Park songs off of that album that came out that year.
Go Hybrid Theory.
Yeah, it was definitely different than everything you were hearing at the time, right?
Yeah.
It was kind of even though there are a lot of bands end up being a lot of bands like that. When all that came out, it was like wait a minute, this is something different, right?
Yeah.
And that appealed to the people who didn't want to get into the boy bands and the pop stars and all that kind of stuff. It was definitely something different that, it still sounds good today.
Absolutely. And Chester Bennington has such a unique voice, too. Like, there's not a voice I can think of that sounds like him.
Right.
And so that helps set them out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right, you got one more pick.
Yes, I do. And I got to save this till the very end because you picked Stan nice and early on. And I'm going to go with "The Real Slim Shady" by Eminem.
Shady, all you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up?
Maybe it's a more basic pick here, but it's a classic. I would have went with Stan as well. But I think "The Real Slim Shady" holds up. Everyone knows this song. And yeah, Eminem is a Michigan hero.
Yeah, for sure. You can't go wrong with picking a lot of Eminem songs in these kind of drafts, I guess. But, we got 2 of them this year, and, it's a very broad appeal, too,
Absolutely.
My list probably still a little more rock than yours.
Yeah.
But, like we talked about earlier, we kind of, this is when we really start moving out of that rock era and into different kinds of music, I think, that were more popular at the time.
Absolutely. And I would like to say, too, my entire top 10 draft board is gone between the 2 of us.
Okay.
So a lot of our songs, we have similar taste. So.
Is there anything that you're kind of surprised to get chosen, or?
Not really, at least for my list. Obviously, there's probably a bunch of songs that I'm forgetting. I wish I could have drafted 20 Linkin Park songs, but I'm not going to bother with that because we each picked one.
Yeah, as I mentioned, this is around the time where I really, actually this is even beyond the time where I really stopped listening to modern music so much. So my pool of songs that I was really engaged with, got pretty narrow from this point on. And I don't know if there's anything that I noted here that I'm surprised about. There was another Superman song, Five for Fighting.
Oh,
that
yeah,
time was really
that.
popular. I have that down here. It's going to probably be the next pick if I had to go into it, if you picked another one of my songs.
Yeah.
But, really, we didn't pick any boy band songs. It was a big NSYNC year.
I thought that was 99.
I made notes of a couple here that were released in 2000, so maybe I got it wrong.
I might have it wrong,
We
too.
didn't pick it either way.
Yeah.
So, that's about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That's pretty good. 2000, best year. Thank you so much for watching.
Let us know why my list is better than yours.
Or why mine is always superior.
All right.
Let us know who drafted the best playlist in the comments below. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.